Hi, I'm David and you're watching Car Geezer. Today I want to do a quick review of a BMW 328i xDrive.
For 2014, the BMW 3 Series was redesigned. Its original MSRP was just over $45,000. Standard features for this 328i with xDrive include 17-inch alloy wheels, automatic headlights, fog lights, automatic climate control, leatherette seats and wood trim. The 328 also has the 6.5-inch iDrive display and premium sound. Under the hood, you'll find a more potent version of the 320i. The 328 has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo with 240 horsepower and 255 pound-foot of torque. That is 60 more horsepower and 55 pounds per foot of torque over the 320. Miles to the gallon is around 22 city and 33 highway. This silky smooth 8-speed automatic transmission will give you a wonderful blend of performance and fuel efficiency. With safety in mind, this 2014 3 Series comes standard with anti-lock brakes, stability control and front and side airbags.
Okay guys, so BMW are well known for their kidney-shaped grille. They've had it for years and years. So when you're driving down the street and you look in your rear view mirror and you see this behind you, this menacing grille, you know exactly what's behind you, and that's that BMW 3 Series. Coming along the side here, this one comes with the 17-inch rims and it runs with the run flat tires. Okay, now with the run flat tires, if you did get a flat, you can do up to 50 miles an hour and you can travel on them for around 50 miles. Okay, now there's a lot of BMW enthusiasts out there that ditch the run flat tire completely, buy their own set of conventional tires, put a portable air compressor there in storage and a fixer flat kit just in case. So you can ditch the run flats and go with your own. Coming down, it's got that beautiful black, it's compact, it has the aggressive front end. It's that shape that BMW's had for a while now in these years. As you know, this one is the xDrive, which means all-wheel drive on this vehicle. Looking inside the trunk now on this BMW 328, it offers 13 cubic feet of cargo space. Now, the battery on this vehicle normally is in the front of the hood, in the engine compartment, not on this. It's here in the passenger side rear of this trunk. And if you was to pull this out, you can see where they keep the battery.
This is because there isn't much room in the engine bay, and BMW wanted to keep the weight distribution as close to 50-50 as they could.
So included in the 13 cubic feet of cargo space, you can also lift it up. There's more space down here for whatever you need to put down there. There's little cargo nets for whatever you want to do. Like this, the owner of this vehicle has his training shoes here. There's a power connect down here. Okay, so on this interior front door panel here, it's a nice soft touch. Fit and finish is very, very good. You have your controls here for your windows up and down. You have your buttons for your mirrors. You have this like wood veneer trim. There's your speaker. There's enough space for your drink and for your map, or whatever you need. For your tissues, plenty of cubby space there. Another speaker right here. Coming down in the seats here, you have your memory seat buttons right here. Got your lumbar support and different positions to make it comfortable for you for when you're driving. Okay, here we are on this BMW 328 interior. Over here on these switches and knobs, you've got your headlights, automatic headlights. Beautiful steering wheel, fits great in the hand. You've got your clusters in the middle with your miles an hour, tachometer, fuel gauge. You've got your temperature control, and on your steering wheel controls, you have your voice commands, modes for your radio. Here's your vents in the center, regular stuff. You've got your hazards in the middle on this one. Now on this vehicle, to unlock the vehicle is this little button right here in the middle, which is normally on the door panels itself, but on this, it's right there to unlock it, okay? You've got your air vents, you've got your preset stations that you can press for whatever radio station you want. You've got your dual range AC, heated seats right here, rear defrost, you've got your AC right here. Easy layout, easy to use. So here's the iDrive system on this vehicle, which is actually operated by this knob right here, okay? You got your menu button. If you're viewing up here, you got your radio, your multimedia, you got vehicle information, then you just press the button in the middle and do your trip computer, vehicle status, dynamics. So this would take time to get used to by using YouTube or your operator's manual. It looks quite simple and functional actually, I like it. Okay guys, so here we are in the center of the dashboard. mode. You've got little cubby spaces here where you can keep your change. You've got a power here for a lighter. You've got 2 cup holders, and as you can see, these buttons here are for your modes. For regular driving, you can put it in eco mode, which basically means you're saving on gas, easy kind of driving. And then here is the sport button, which talks about how it changes the driving dynamics, and we'll talk about that in a little bit later, okay? Here is your shifter for this vehicle. Okay, right now I'm in park. To go in reverse, you push the side button, push it up. I'm in reverse right now. As you can see, the camera is on. I've stopped and I want to go back into park. Push the park button on the top. And then if I want to go back into drive and drive away, the side button, pull it down, and now I'm in D for drive, and off you go. Okay, so this button right here controls the modes in what kind of driving habits you want to do, okay? By pressing this, you've got eco mode. Eco mode is like for fuel saving trips, things like that. And then you've got comfort mode for regular everyday driving around to the shops, nice lazy Sunday drive. And then you got sport mode, and that's the one I'd like to have it in most of the time. Put it in there, and that actually changes the driving dynamics on this vehicle. Coming on through in the passenger side here, this little button right here, the lever, is for your glove box. There's plenty of space in there. It's full of the owner's stuff, so I don't want to look in there. But when you're looking at the front of this dash, I like the wood veneer. I like this aluminum accent coming all the way through. When you're in your driving position and you got your seats nice and comfortable for how you want it, you feel nice and secure in these seats. And the layout is right there at an angle. All your buttons are in touching distance. They're easy to use, easy to reach. You've got your screen over here. It just feels right when you're sat down, ready to go and drive in this vehicle. Coming to the middle here, we have the center console, everyday stuff, plenty of cubby space for whatever you want to put in there. And the seats too, they're a black leatherette, very, very comfortable. Going up now, we have obviously your regular sun visors. Here we have the sunroof here, power sunroof on a beautiful day. Let that wind in your hair, get the sunshine in. Beautiful. In the back seat, like I said, we have the leatherette trim. It actually seats 5, but in the back, you're going to be talking 2 adults. I mean, the middle is very, very tight, okay? If you're coming in here, there's your tab for your armrest. Press this button here, you got your 2 cups. It is very comfortable, so for long drives, I would not like to sit back here, but milling around town, doing short trips, it's okay. They are kind of, snug. You can see where my driving position was when I was in the front of the vehicle there. There is plenty of room for my knees. So like I said, short trips only, I'd be comfortable in the back with. Here you have your simple cargo nets. You've got your vents for your temperature and your power right there, your power supply. Overall, it's good. Okay guys, so with this model, they did away with the V6, okay, and now you have this 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo. I took the mic off so you could hear it, so you're hearing it on the phone right now. But when it's at idle, this vehicle, you can hear that rattle, clunky noise, okay? It's just the way it is on this vehicle. It doesn't sound quite like a diesel, but you can hear that rattle. It kind of sounds rough when it's at idle. But don't let it fool you though, okay? Because when we go for the drive, you'll see how it really shines. Okay guys, best part of the review. Let's take it for a spin. So back 10 years ago, I had a 320i myself, and that was quite peppy too. But for this one, this is the 328. And with that jump up to 240 horsepower, you can see a big difference. You can feel it, okay? The claim 0 to 60 time on this vehicle is around 5.7 seconds, give or take. So this is exciting to be behind here. The steering on it feels precise. It really does. The seats feel very supportive. It feels right when you're going down the street in this. It feels a pleasure to drive. I'm gonna try and take some back roads to test it out in other ways. But the steering feels really nice. The bumps, it's firm, medium to firm when you go over little bumps. So I have it in sport mode right now, and you can feel straight away how the steering and the suspension kind of come together, and you just feel that change from comfort mode to sport mode. Doing 60 miles an hour right now. It's very, very smooth. The transmission feels smooth as you're going through the gears. Feels tight. I like it. I've got it set in start stop, which I'm going to take away. I'm not really keen on that function. You can disable it by pressing the button down here right where my hand is. I think we should do a quick 0 to 60. Go. That was pretty good. Had it 5.8. That's quite impressive for this little 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. That moved very, very nicely indeed. Went through the gears silky smooth. Wow, I can't believe it that this this vehicle with such a small engine at 240 horsepower can produce that. That's very, very lively indeed. I like it. I actually think I could get her a little bit better out of that with a better start, but yeah, I'm happy with that time. 5.8. Going back through the gears now, see the tachometer going up to 3,000 revs. Really, you hit 60 miles an hour and you are up to speed in no time. So when you want to pass around another vehicle, to say if you're getting onto the highway or somebody's going slow in the other lane, in terms of passing power, it's effortless. It's on tap right when you need it, that linear boost. So let's talk about the pros and cons, or likes or dislikes. So let's start with the cons. Cons on every vehicle. The cons with this is when the car's at idle, it has that rattly, I wouldn't say diesel-like, but it has that rattly, raspy noise. I don't like that. They've gone away with the V6, so when the cars are idle, if you listen to it, it sounds like a diesel car. The other thing I don't care for is the auto start-stop, which is right underneath the steering wheel here. If this was my vehicle, I would disable it straight away, and you can do by pressing the button right on top of it there. There's a disable button. So when you come to an intersection like this stop sign up here, if you've got it engaged, it completely cuts the car off for a split second, and when you're ready to go and you put your foot on the accelerator again, it starts up and go. That's for saving gas, being fuel efficient. Space in the back isn't the greatest. I mean, you get 2 adults. Now the pros, there are lots of pros in this vehicle. First of all, you're getting behind the wheel of a BMW 328i xDrive for 240 horsepower. This vehicle moves effortlessly. It really does. It's got that linear torque straight away. When you put your foot down on the gas pedal, it will go, so you have no problems getting around slow people, or if you're getting onto the lane there and merging onto the highway, this thing will blast pretty quickly to whatever speed you want to be at. So I really like it. What a BMW's about, they're about driving dynamics. They do a great job, they really do. It's 10 out of 10 for driving. The suspension feels good, the steering feels good, it's effortless on the sprinting to 60 or to 80, 100 miles an hour. I love it. That's what driving these vehicles are all about. The Germans know what they're doing. I know there's loads and loads of BMW enthusiasts out there. That's why they love these vehicles. So driving dynamics, steering, the way they feel on the road, fantastic. 10 out of 10. I like the overall appearance of the vehicle. Like I say, this is a 2014 and it still looks great. The vehicle's 10 years old now. I really like it. Now if you're in the market to look for a used BMW 3 Series, just do your due diligence, do your homework. You want to find one with great service history, because they can be quite expensive to maintain, okay? So if you already own one, do that maintenance work. Whenever it's due, the 6 months or every year, whatever you need to do, stay on top of it. It's so important with these vehicles. Like I said, they are quite expensive to keep that maintenance up on. Stay on top of it. And then, like I say, if you're looking for one, do your own work. Maybe go to a certified dealer, but do it right. Make sure that service history, they've stayed on top of it. Your oil changes, everything to do with service history on these vehicles. After that, you won't be really disappointed. The drive is excellent. I've had it in comfort mode too, and I think that's great for your regular driving, just buzzing around town, nice and easy. I'd never put it in the Eco one. I just think it's pointless. Keep it in either comfort, or when you're feeling like, hey, you know what, I want that sprightly performance, stick it in the sport mode button and you will not be disappointed. As far as a mid-size sedan goes, you need to make this top of your list. I mean, if I was to go back 10 years to a 2014 on other vehicles in that same category, they're going to be haggard. They're not going to have this quality of the beautiful layout of the dashboard. You get your wood grain trim, you get your aluminum in the middle there. Instrument layout's fantastic. I mean, this car's 10 years old, and when I'm inside of it, I'm not kidding you, it feels like it could be maybe only 1 or 2 years old. They've done a great job. They've kept it simple. Everything's in easy reach. Feels good on the steering wheel, and it's going to feel even better now because I've got a roundabout approaching, and I just love roundabouts. And in one of these cars, yes. But as you know, the European roundabouts, we have them everywhere in the UK and Europe, and we need more of them in America. They are so functional and they do a great job. Oh, this is just great. I just love going around roundabouts, and in a BMW like this, wheeling every corner, it just sticks to the floor. Oh, I just love it. And there you go, put on the gas, effortlessly accelerates, and then 60 miles an hour in no time. This is a lot of fun. If you're looking for one, you will not be disappointed with this 328i xDrive. This car's been an absolute pleasure to drive. If you like what we do, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Car Geezer.